Hey YouTube, it's Nick here on Dueling Network, bringing you a deck profile of a samurai deck that I built on here and been testing for a good 2 or 3 days. So once all the pictures loaded, I'll get started on the deck profile, and I need to kind of keep this under 15 minutes so I can upload it from the software to YouTube, so it doesn't take me an abnormally long time to do that from my computer. So you have the Kazans, I'm sorry, I pronounced it. 3 of these of the Kageki is an effect Veiler card. That's 3 Kagemusha, it's just the tuner of the deck. It just lets you go up to level 5, level 7s with him, you know, level 3s, you know, I mean, just a good card right there. Basically for the wind-up matchup, I really don't know how good the wind-up matchup will be, or how good this card will be against other decks other than wind-ups, so this might be one of those cards that ends up being phased out towards, you know, like the middle of the format, because people they don't want to pay $100 for a card. I'm sorry, eBay. Yeah. You have the Grandmasters, which are just too good because they just give you that extra token on any of your cards that we'll get into in the spells. And it gives you good synchro options. It gives you a good attack. It gives you a decent attack. You know, you have the Hand, which is just good generic destruction of monsters. You have the Spirit. I'm running 1 Spirit just because you can go normal summon Spirit, special summon this guy. That's 2 tokens on any of your searcher cards, and then you can go equip this guy to your Grandmaster, and because it's a new draw from. Yeah. So then I'm running 1 Kageki, as I said before, because it's just too much of an effect to target, too much of a liability to run more than 1 of right now, I feel. You have 3 Dojos, just generic search for the deck. It gives you tokens for this as well, which is good. The United, the draw engine of the deck, it also gives you tokens for this, which is pretty good. This card, I can never pronounce the name for this. I think it's a Symptomism or something of the 6 Samurai. So yeah, I'm running 2 of those just because you can just start out with either the Elder or the Kagemusha and still go up to the level 5 that turn with this card, just because you like normal summon Elder, use this card, special summon this card, synchro, you know, pretty good. 2 Smoke Signal, good generic search in the deck. I'm glad they brought it back to 2. Pretty broken. Book of Moon, just a good generic card. Stops attacks, stops synchroing, stops succeeding. You know, I wish they would bring it back to more than 1, but once again, it's really good. You have the Dark Hole, which is pretty good. Just generic staple. This card, which is basically the heart of the deck. The Gateway is the heart of the deck, actually. I guess I can still win if I don't draw a Gateway. But you have Heavy Storm, which is a generic staple. Monster Reborn, generic staple. Rhoda, staple in this deck. Should be explanatory. 3 Fiendish Chain. I feel this card is better than the Call of the Haunted or the Torrential, which I'm currently not running in favor of these, just because it's an effect Veiler and it stops an attack. And the only downside is you have to send it for a turn. So basically, I mean, I get that if they have a Misty, it doesn't make a difference, but you're still making them use that Misty on it, which still gives you that 1-for-1, you know? So yeah, that's why those are in here. You still have the warnings, just good generic negation of summons. You have the 1 double-edged sword technique. I am considering taking this out to add in, or taking it out to make the deck 40. I don't know. I'm gonna do some more testing, see how it goes. It's really good to go this it's just really good to go this into two Cousins and go into, you know, like a Utopia or this guy, and we'll get into those in a second. Those are out of order. Yeah, so just I don't know. We'll see. You have the Mirror Force and the Solemn. The Solemn, just good generic negation. The Mirror Force is at worst it's a 1-for-1, you know. And I mean, I feel that 1-for-1. I want that 1-for-1. I'm gonna go to my extra deck and then come back to my supposed side deck, which isn't really a side deck. It's just cards I want to make a point about with the deck. So you have the Scrap Dragon staple, Black Rose staple, Barkion. You can just go up to it so easily with this deck. The Brionax staple, Orient Dragon. I'm considering cutting this card for an additional level 8. That would probably be a Stardust Dragon. I don't know, I'll have to see. You have the Sheen, which is just, you need it for this deck. Librarian, just good generic level 5 synchro. You have the Beast, you can just go up to Beast just so easily, you know. You have the Catastor, once again, just a good generic level 5 that you can just pop up to really easily. You have the Utopia, and which is just a good generic level 4 Exceed, rank 4 Exceed. You have the Blade Armor Ninja, which is good in this deck because 2 level 4 warriors, then you detach one of them to let him attack twice. So basically you have 2 Kazans on the field, and you go up to this guy, you detach one, you let him attack twice. You just did 800 more points of damage to your opponent than you would have with the 2 Kazans, and he's just bigger. He's just a bigger beater, you know. This guy's just good in strategic situations to go to. I can go double-edged sword technique into 2 Kazans into him, and this card set in the field, and it prevents them from synchroing or exceeding or whatever. The only thing I dislike about it, if they'd given him like 2100 attack, he wouldn't be as easy to run over. This card, generic extra deck staple, generic extra deck staple. This card is just too good. I'm sorry, it should have been limited. I can go into it just with 2 Elder or an Elder and this guy right here, the Spirit, or this guy. I can go this guy into Elder, into him, and just sit on it. I'm sorry, my mother apparently has to vacuum right now. If you can hear that, I'm sorry. Okay, so into the cards I want to make a point of with the deck before I run out of time on this video. This guy, a lot of people run him. I don't like him. That's why I'm not playing him. Plain and simple. I feel there are better cards in the deck than him. These two, I've thought about it, but it seems like they would just be not an effect veiler, a Max C target, because you go summon one, they go drop Max C, and then if you have the other one, you're like, shit, because then you're giving them that +1 or whatever. But I guess if you go normal summon, special summon him, destroy this one, you get one back, and you destroy a card on their side of the field. I guess that's not too bad, but I just don't want them to be able to get that plus with the Max C that easily on me. This card, basically, I've said it before, just too much of an effect veiler target. Effect veiler, I run the Fiendish Chains over him. I just feel the Fiendish Chain is a better card. I'm not running Call of the Haunted or Torrential because I'm running the Fiendish Chain. I just feel that the Fiendish Chain is a better choice. So I was running Colossal, and I decided against it just because whenever I went into it, it just felt like all I would do was just sit on the field in a Colossal lock with someone, or sit on the field and they would go into a Scrap Dragon and just blow it up anyway. So it just wasn't really worth my time, and I need an extra deck spot. And then the Landois, it's really good. I like the card a lot. I don't really have the extra deck space to run it. And I know a lot of Samurai decks would just say, well, just drop the Roach is pretty bad, and I'm just like, the Roach is just too good in situations where they can just synchro and exceed all over the place, and just, yeah, I just like the Roach. So yeah, YouTube, that is my Samurai deck profile for the March 1st ban list. It might be updated as time goes on. If it is, I'll be sure to bring you guys another video. In fact, I'm sure it will be updated, so I'll have you guys another Samurai video in 2 or 3 weeks, and then I'm gonna bring you guys an Insector deck profile later on today, so be looking out for that. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, like, and favorite this video. Thank you.